Here's Dr. Jan Mensink with answers to your common medical questions.
I just saw a patient with a cough, and one of the common questions is, when is a cough serious and what can I do about it and not do? And the first thing that doctors look at when you have a cough is, where is it from? First of all, coughs from nasal drippage or congested upper respiratory tract infections or allergies are usually not serious, but they can become serious if you do two things. You have to remember, when you have a cough suppressants can make it worse and get you into trouble if you treat the wrong kind of cough. Let's talk about the typical thing that happens. We have a patient that comes in and they get a viral upper respiratory tract infection. They've got a cough. And what's happening with viral upper respiratory tract infections, if you have what's called reactive airways disease? That's a big word for saying that your breathing tubes, when they get irritated by something dripping down there, they go and they squeeze shut and you start wheezing. And the wheezing causes a cough. Now, if the wheezing is causing the cough because you've got junk in your airways, two things happen that you must not do. First of all, if you take cough suppressants, stop the cough. I want you to think what's happening. All this material is dripping down into the breathing tubes, going like this, and it's starting to wheeze. The body's trying to cough it up and get it out. If you take a cough suppressant, now it sits there in pools there, now you get a bronchitis, the wheezing gets tighter, you get an asthmatic bronchitis and then pneumonia. Don't want to go there. The second thing people make a mistake, if the coughing is in their chest, is they'll take something to dry up the nasal passages. What they don't realize, it dries up the nasal passages real well, but it dries up the mucosa in the cilia, in the breathing tubes. Now you've still got stuff dripping down. Medicine that you took to dry up your nasal passage didn't stop that drip. You now have stuff going down into the breathing tubes, and all the mucosa is now dried up too. You can't cough it up now, and you get more wheezing, then you get a bronchitis, asthmatic bronchitis, pneumonia. Two things that are good for coughs. Number one, you want to make sure that the cough is not from your chest, because that's when you get in trouble, using cough medicines, cough suppressants, and things like that dry up the nasal secretions. There is something you can do that is good that you can buy over the counter, and it's called Mucinex. It's very reasonable, and it helps break up those secretions and doesn't affect the cough, and actually helps the material get expectorated or come up. I see many patients that started with an upper respiratory tract infection. They maybe smoke, or they've got asthma or a little bit of allergy issues, and they started coughing. And they took nasal decongestants, and they took cough medicines, and they end up with an asthmatic bronchitis. And then they're in trouble and need big medicines. You can prevent that by following those a few simple steps.